Hello all you fine people. As some of you already know, I have teamed up with kind humans in efforts to promote kindness. You can learn more about kind humans in the description below. In line with these efforts, I'm starting a new series that highlights individuals that have made kindness their way of life. For my first video in this series, I reached out to Disney legend and Imagineer Bob Gurr. Bob can be thanked for designing most, if not all, the ride vehicles at Disneyland, including Autopia, the monorail, and the Matterhorn. During his years at Disney, anything with wheels was likely designed by Bob, including the parking lot trams, the Main Street vehicles, and anything else you can think of. Bob's creations are much more than just the amazing wheeled rides that people have enjoyed over the years. With over 100 designs for attractions, Bob is known for more than his Disney contributions. Bob created animated light spiders for Jackson's Victory Tour, a UFO spectacle for the '84 Summer Olympics, a giant animatronic King Kong and Serpent, and when Steve Wynn wanted to have a pirate ship sink several times a night for his hotel, who did he call? Yep, the same person that did consultant work for Jurassic Park and Godzilla, Bob Gurr. Bob is not only a talented designer, but he's also a believer in kindness, being a good friend and thinking of others. So you can imagine my delight when he said he would participate in this video and emailed me his answers. Because of COVID and because Bob is extremely busy, we couldn't get a one-on-one interview, but this is just as good. So I started off by asking Bob, throughout your amazing career as designer, Imagineer, and creator of Fantasy Come True, how important is kindness?
Absolutely essential. Starting out at age 22 into Walt's world, it became obvious much later in life that I faced the situation of new kid designer, working with older, established, opinionated employees that were a bit resentful of having to build something designed by a no experience here newbie. In the span of 45 years, I steadily learned that I'd have to accommodate their attitudes by being in charge while having empathy for their feelings. Partway through this career, I had the fortune to learn about the existence of the Myers-Briggs theory. Have empathy for their ways of accepting an idea that then carefully allow them to build my designs to their satisfaction in their own way. So I suppose it was the kindness to them rather than the position of Walt asked me to design this. Therefore, you're going to do it my way. Sort of kindness via empathy.
Next I said, you are a great example of kindness. And then I asked, who were some examples that helped you to see that being kind was the best way to live your life?
Well, Walt Disney, obviously. Never one to give orders, and more often to engage in chat about scary new ideas, allowing others to begin to participate in their own comfortable way. Then following their work in an encouraging way without threat if you fail. When failure did happen, Walt would say, well, we found out what won't work, so let's find a better way. What he did was to let others feel it was not their fault, just the way things had gone. That to me was super understanding kindness.
Then I asked, how do you think we can best inspire others to be kind?
Probably with consistent kind behavior to everyone in every situation. That'd be tough to actually do. But if you're serious, you might develop a lifelong automatic habit that you don't even have to think about.
With Bob and I sharing a love for travel, I had to ask him, do you have any memorable stories from your adventures?
Golly, it just seems that I have a good time with people wherever I go. So a single memorable one would be hard to specify. I traveled many places with a small adventure company where the conditions were very difficult. Rain, missed schedules, serious discomfort, survival stuff in high cold snow after being dropped off by a helicopter, no food, etc. The leader had a simple phrase, no whining. We'd flip that around to laughing at our predicament, help anyone out in their misery with cheers. I suppose that's a form of kindness. When I go to the store or a crowded event, I see somebody very crabby, So I'd treat them with a smile and a happy word, just to see if I could get a smile back. I felt good that for a moment I loosened somebody up. Virtue is its own reward.
I finished by asking, what's next for Bob Gurr? Do you have any events coming up that we can look forward to?
Until the current pandemic situation becomes less hazardous for folks my age, travel plans will have to be deferred until then. But I travel the world almost nightly. My aircraft simulator has 20,000 airports around the world. Just last night I flew my helicopter over Germany's highest mountain, the Zugspitze. As you've seen before, I'd climbed the real Matterhorn. I've been to Yosemite and the Grand Canyon too. Anywhere, anytime, until the real adventures return.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and a huge thanks to Bob Gurr for being a part of my video. And I also want to thank the other Bob for doing the voiceovers for this video. Make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more Banyan's Adventures.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Thank you, everyone.